Hello there, Mice-stro here, back with another episode of Factorio. I'm sorry if this episode is a bit late. I am recording this a bit late, so it might not upload in time. And I figured out that last episode my bitrate was 2000 instead of 1000 because I tried to stream on Mixer, actually. Which did not turn out as expected, if you can tell. Because the bitrate was still like that. Well, what we are looking for is for... Oh, we have trains now. Huh. And I gotta remember not to craft anything. And if you do notice, I did put the logistic network embargo. I read into this achievement, actually. Check this out. So you might find, like, whoever's watching you, the viewer, might find this interesting. Logistic network embargo. Win the game without building any active provider, buffer, or requester chests. What this means is that this can... Which one is this? Which one is it? Which one is it? Because I don't want to research it. Logistics system. Active provider, requester chest, and buffer chest. Active provider, buffer, or requester chest. That's awesome. Also, I did figure out that it's probably best if I stick my research like right here. Like my first research to come off right here because apparent like I did this, I went into a multiplayer and tested this out with a friend with crafting on, but routing stuff like this is going to be a pain because this is such a small area. Speaking of that, can we actually up this? Let's close out this. Logistic robots. Nice. How far will this stretch? It will stretch to there, which means that you need to be moved over 3. 3, right? Like that? Hey. Crap. That didn't work out. Look at how it nicely turns into a disaster. This is just starting to get to be crazy. I will say that about this. Where did I stick the miners? Oh, you're out of power. Nice. And you can only mine 273 ore. That's not a lot. Considering that you can find little patches out in the middle of nowhere with like 273. And that's quite funny, actually. Hey, look what's finally gone. Actually, let's test if this is finally gone. No! No, do you see where that is? That's under that belt. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, that's bad. Well, whatever. We won't get to it until we actually need it, and this system is eventually going to be rebuilt, which is actually probably when that's going to go down. Because, what is it? The electric furnaces require a 3x3 area, which is probably what's going to go down somewhere. And for the sake of everybody, I will play through this tutorial, which I do know how to do this. Because it's easier to do this like this, and it'll explain it. Oh my god. The goal of this tutorial is to show how to use train stop and schedules to set up the transportation of ores between mines and furnaces. So you have the furnaces up here, and they have a void chest. This is interesting because this is only possible in the bus train stop with indicated position. Where's the train stop? That's really. It only snaps if it's in the correct direction. I never noticed that. That's actually quite funny. Fuel the locomotive using an inserter. Oh, so you can dev mod all this crap. I refuse to abide by your laws. Yeah, this will never get done if I do stuff like that. Cargo wagon behind the locomotive. Build inserters to load the wagon with iron ore. I gotta say. Add station A to the... What? Station A with inventory empty condition. Inventory full. So what this is going to do is it's going to ensure that it takes all of the ore from this station that it can, and then it's going to it's going to take all of the ore from this train as it can, like all of the ore from this train, and then it's going to move back. That's the simplest explanation. Really? You're going to make me do that? Not operable! Wow, that's kind of a pain. So that station is built by a splitter and... Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because since there is nothing that is related to this, which is actually like one of the hardest to get items in the game. It's not hardest to get items in the game, but it's just late game and I don't really use it that much. What this is going to do is it's going to make sure that nothing splits off in this direction. And I might have explained this already too. Yeah, and it's better to do that because then you pick up the ore if it drops on the ground. But you see, that's how that works. Now it's all going to destroy this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I need chain signals. Ah. Well, this is very simple. I didn't real... Okay, well, rail signals is what I'm going to be trying to go for first. You should play these first. Train schedules and train stops. Now, chain signals is what I'm looking for. So, chain signals are very weird in how they are done. I just realized that this can be put here. We're going to have more ore. So we need more chests. Not chests, furnaces. This is eventually going to turn into a train stop right here. So that way, and I'm actually going to use my, also, art cat. And then we've got the art cat full. On the map, this thing looks nutty. Yes, this is what I did on multiplayer. That's what procrastination looks like to the fullest. I'm actually probably going to use the, as you see, I am blueprint master. Yes, I'm the blueprint master. I use these for like mass setups. I'll put like 4 blueprints in my inventory when I have roboports everywhere, so it doesn't take it. So it doesn't take it from me. Well, because if you don't have enough items on you for the blueprint, then you can't ghost an item, which means that you take a fast insert or press shift and it ghosts it. So what that means is that if I then place a roboport next to me, next to it, within the green area is construction, the orange area is logistics, which means that it's going to ship things around. Then it will take from whatever storage chests, active provider chests, passive provider chests, buffer chests if enabled. Wait, no, buffer chests is always. Buffer chests only work with a requester chest if enabled on that requester chest. Oh, that's an mouthful. And it'll build this using a construction robot. Which is actually, well, um, ghosting. Anyways, you get to the point to where you get a, what is it? Let's look at this. Personal Roboport Mark II. I'm going to be getting the Personal Roboport Mark I first, as always. Personal. What this allows you to do is this allows you to have a green area around you so you can construct within a 40 by 40 area around you. And the more of these you add onto these the more diminishing returns it has. So that means that, say you open your armor, right? With, say you open your armor with 1 roboport in it, and you add more in, and you add 7 more into it, it's not gonna just add 40 by 40 area to each of those. It's gonna add 20 for the first one, then 13 for the next one, then 7 for the next one, then 5 for the last one. And you know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna add a car line just to be that wasteful. And I'm hoping to eventually add stuff in, like right here, to where this will be a passive provider chest. Actually, you know what? Can I ghost that right now? Passive provider chest and inserter. That's nice. As you can tell, I'm a madman with him. I still haven't exchanged that blueprint over. Ah. The Furnace 12 uses uses passive provider chests and requester chests. But it does have 12 furnaces on it, but it can be exchanged into a belt setup like over here. Which is what I have done on the save where I actually blueprinted this, which is quite funny because I use, and to go into that area, this is what I use. Compact lift. We gotta have that compact left, everybody. All of those, literally have 4 inputs on this thing running on the right side because it's inserters. Now that is madness, I tell you. Like this is madness. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, when I pressed shift, I got off of the conveyor. That's funny. But what is this row lacking? You're lacking circuits. So you know what? I will one-up this game and build another circuit master. Another circuit piece. Okay, so that's going to be masterfully crafted. I might actually need that. Yeah, I will need that. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna build it right in the center of this. Okay, so anywhere from... Wait, you actually need to be there. Okay. Trust me, this is the easiest way that this is going to happen. Look at this, using underground belts to run underground belts. And underground belts to run level 1 underground belts. Ah, terrible. I'm a terrible person. Ooh. Yeah, I just realized that. Don't be shouting at me with your electrical needs. Yeah, I'll just be belting it out. That was a terrible joke. And I take fault for that. I did find out in the last recording that my bitrate was 2000, not 1000, which is what I usually use. Because I was trying to stream fast. I was trying to stream really quickly in a low quality. So that is my fault for the last video or two being incomprehensible. Like, undistinguishable. I actually might move this up. Because I'm having to run back here every couple minutes. Let's look at production, actually. Let's see what's being made. Huh. We have 8 Science Pack 2 being made per minute, and we have 8 Science Pack 1 being made per minute. Huh. That's interesting. Hold on, let's do this. Let's look at this. Yep, there is a noticeable difference. Wait, military science? Why do I have military science? Also, we should allow that. Huh, we don't have any more red and green. I actually like how simplistic this game has been with the one single mod pack. What? Did you see that? Hold on, let me do that again. For this, because... And I'm gonna screenshot that. So it took every single of these, right? Okay. Okay, let's look at that screenshot. Let's look at that screenshot. View screenshots. Oh, I can't see it that well. It gave me a... Wait, why does that say that? My OBS looked like it was showing my flashlight being down. I was like, why is that? Like this instead of like that? I guess it lags a little bit on the frames because that's funny. Oh look, we're unlocking gates. Actually, that's probably a good idea because that'll mean we're keeping on track with this. Oh, I know what I'm adding next. I know what I'm adding next. Yay. Yeah, so let's just get past this one. Just past this one. Okay, since all of this stuff is actually a utility, I'm gonna add a train line. I'm gonna add a train line with, which is going to be an absolute terrible idea. Okay, steel plate, electronic circuit, engine units. Engine units are all the way over here, and that's going to be the only place I can grab them. Can I? Can I, though? No, I cannot. Dang it. Engine unit. Where else can I grab these? Right here? Right here I can grab them. Yes. Logic. Places them back in the same exact place where I grabbed them. Okay, let's do engine units. Engine. I understand. Oh, check that out. That's neat. Now I need circuits. You know what? Just for the sake of it. Oh, we're playing games here. Just for the sake of it. Wait, I grabbed an uneven number of these. What is this madness? What is this madness? So if I grabs it, 26. There we go. We need to grab circuits. That means this needs to be way back here. Which means I need to pull off iron and copper cables. Because this is not going to work well. You know what, actually, I should probably... Yeah, let's do this. I need to pull off copper and iron plates. Ooh, that actually will work well. So, I have this little setup I can do to where I can take a certain item off of a belt. But this only works if they're running on the correct side of the belt. So, since my copper will be running on... My copper and my iron will be running on this side of the belt, I can say, okay, copper cable, go right. Now split, and then go back. So then I can take this and I can do an underground belt off. Or since this part of this will be so small, I'll actually be able to just do this. And I'll do the same thing for iron. Okay, let's do this. So, deconstruct, 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 deconstruct. And just to ensure I know what it is, I'm just gonna mark what it is. Okay, well you grab from the... Did I just grab that out of that guy's hand? Is that even possible? Or is that just coincidental placing? I don't know, but it is what it is. Hey, look, and I'll even be able to sort this nuttiness out. I just realized this goes onto this side, and then it goes back onto this side. Oh, that's great. That's just great. You see, it gives me it gives me a notification that tells me like 5 different what happened on every single belt. That's weird. Also, I just grabbed another stack of inserters. Normal inserters that I need to figure out how to get rid of. Take my inserters. Please. Take them all. Hopefully if I increase production enough over here, using this method, I can actually... Ooh. Do I have that on me? What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Not that, not that, What are these called? What are these called? Circuits. So let's look on Blueprint. Let's look at... No, it is not. Ugh. I have a way to like mass produce these, but I just seem to not have the blueprint on this in my blueprint library. There we go. That's how we do this. Okay, so let's see how this is going to happen. You see that? Listen to the music. And then look, this belt is going in time with the music. Oh, it desynced. No! It desynced! Ah, this is madness now. It's back in sync now. That's hilarious. Why don't I just do this? There we go. Yep, and now it stopped because the belt is full. What part of the belt is full, though? All of the belt is full! What do you require? Actually, let's see this. I bet they require... Yep. Yep. There was no doubting that. So since all of this is going to be happening like this, it is going to be crucial that I actually remove this. Stop giving me copper plates and copper cables. I bet you need gears, don't you? Wow, I didn't realize actually how far back this is. That's what I said for everything on this game. Why are there so many little electronic circuits in there? Did you do you see that? There are 162 circuits in my. Where are my copper plates? Not copper plates, iron plates. So, fast splitter. There seems to be no such thing in the universe that exists with the name fast. What? What is this madness? Ha. Oh no, no ha. No ha. Yeah. Long head inserters, you can go. Fast inserters, yeah, you can take the rest of this stack. Because fast inserters are fast inserters. And I don't need a million of them. Inserters, you can take the rest of my inserters. Really? Really? It refused to take the one. It was like, just no. No, you already have too many. I'm gonna make sure you keep these. Okay, we're gonna do this the right way. I just realized I could have used normal inserters. Normal splitters. But hey, this is what's happening. So hey, let's do this. So give that a temporary bypass. Let's do a splitter that says, okay, copper plates can go to the right. And now let's pick up the rest of those iron gears. I need to find a way to make sure that I can get rid of my copper plates because nothing uses copper plates. Oh, I found a way. It's going to be the way we did it before. Left is going to be input priority left. There we go. And I have no chest. Why do I have no chest? That's a weird word to say. You know what? Let's do a steel chest. Because, hey, steel chests are better. Copper plates. You're already full? Well, no wonder this is... No wonder. Okay, so now we need to do a splitter. And then tell this copper plates. Let's tell these copper plates to get back on this line. There we go. Wait a second. Couldn't I do this with anything by using the either side of the belt by using the, okay, uranium ore side of the belt? Yes, I could. Yes, I could. Huh. Well, now it's time to do that with this one. Okay, you're coming here. So, filter, fuel cell. And you are running iron plates. Right. And this is why you become a madman when playing Factorio. It's because of stuff like this. Also, gaps like those. Because gaps are obnoxious. I really need a place to stack inserters there. I need to be researching stack inserters before I research rail signals. Where are the stack inserters? where the stack inserters come from. Oh, you need advanced circuits, which means that this is finally going to be used. Yay. So let's actually do a belt merge here. Either I'm going to do a belt merge. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Really? Yeah. Because logistics. Because logistics. And this will actually make sure that this is over compressed so that when it goes into here, that's nice. So it's going to ensure that it's maximum fullness for a level 1 belt. Let's actually press this belt merge over. Now everybody watching this is going to be like, no, it doesn't help with my OCD. Because playing Factorio, you need OCD. Okay, so we are going to do 2 lines. One going in, one going out. And I'm actually just gonna plap for now. Look at that. Look at that amazing placement. Where you're going to have these going into these. And these are gonna say, no, I want. These are going to be electronic circuits. These are going to be copper cables. And we are going to do the same exact setup that you saw over here, just rotated 90 degrees. Which means that we are going to say, okay, I need you, and I need you. And these fast inserters are going to be our output. And I'm actually going to place long inserters on this for double because I don't really want to have to care about this. Yeah, you make 2. Okay. Look at that. Look at that speediness. I will eventually set up a logistics to where it registers, okay, copper cable here, now you can place into there. That looks hilarious when that's going around because it's so long, you don't think it'd do that. And I'm pretty sure that if these were not on concrete, I just realized this. Due to the real life physics, these would not be possible unless that was made out of like aluminum and the base was made out of iron. Because iron is one of the heaviest metals. Iron is one of the heaviest, easily obtainable metals. Yeah. We are currently 39 minutes in. And it is 4:44 my time to give you reference on when this episode is going to upload as to when it's supposed to upload. We're going to blueprint all of this. Yes, all of this. And we're going to do this 4 times over. Really. You can chop trees when placing a blueprint, but you can't destroy machinery when placing a blueprint? Really? I didn't realize that. That's amazing. So, well, I guess it's time to place in all of this stuff now. Yeah, and I just did that as an example because why not? But I didn't know that though. Seriously, that's pretty cool. Also, I just realized I could, if I really wanted to, I could double up on these copper cables. Okay, this is the tutorial I wanted to do. Okay, the chain signal, the simplest way to explain this is... Oh, nice, you run the trains. The simplest way to explain this is that this makes sure that this state of rail is clear for this. Okay, this chain signal makes sure that these are clear. It makes sure that this is clear as well as this is clear. If this is blocked off, then another train will go off and over here if it's set to run here. Blue means that one of these is blocked, but it still has a path. Like one or numerous of these is blocked, but it still has a path. Now it's choosing, it wants to go here. Also, that's a real nice name. Whoever has that username, Sebastian Snyder. Eclipsed Wraith. This is an intersection, is... Okay. It's chain signal, it's going to wait until it's all clear. Cyan 1 cyan. I forget that you can always do... Build signals to allow the red trains to get to their stations. Okay, this one needs to go here. This needs to go here. This needs to go here. And this needs to go here. Run trains. So, this is classed as an intersection. This is a block, as they call it. So, what this means is that these chain signals, okay, rail signals determine, is this block clear? If yes, send train. Rail chain signals copy that rail signal and say, is block of rail signal empty? If yes, send train. That's the simplest way to explain it. When I did this tutorial the first time, I was not able to do this. They do not do a good job of explaining this. Run the trains. And whatever train approaches this first will always have priority. Okay, now here's the confusing part. When they added this, I never passed this tutorial. So if I'm sure about this, that needs to be... Also, if they're going to minimize this into a two-way line, they should have just did a two-way line instead of all of these bypasses. This is the easiest way to explain this. Okay, so that's going to check there, that's going to check there. This should check here. And... what? No, that's wrong. That's... That can be destroyed. Allow the red trains to get to their stations. Run the trains. Let's see if we can do this. Yay! So the cyan trains are just... Oh, that's where people get these ideas from. Okay, so the simplest way to do this, actually, is if you didn't know, take a... I can take all these away. I can take all of these in the center away. People like to use them. I do not like to use them. Okay, run the trains. This is all classed as one block. Actually, those are having errors. Okay, well, that's the rail chain tutorial if you ever decide to get this game and want to not be confused about this. I'm probably going to name this episode episode 12 with train tutorials with Mice-stro. And that's probably not going to happen. It's just probably going to be classed Factorio episode 12 as usual. I needed fast belts. Give me my fast belts. Actually, what I'm going to do right here is say, okay, fill this steel. Oh, I'm using a steel chest. What a waste. What a waste. What a waste, a 48 slot chest for only one stack of belts. That is such a waste. I'm also going to want... That is such a waste. And well, if you're going to craft this slow, then I might as well just... Yeah, do that anyways. Also, I turned it. I turned it. Look, it only has 1/3 of the chance to get in. Because it cannot place back in here. Yeah, and I need a lot of belts, too. Oh, and I forgot to even place in these. Nice. Okay, so let's take these small electric poles that I should not have this many of and place them in here. Because small electric poles are the greatest. They are the best electric poles around. They will never be surpassed. Now, for gesture's sake, I will be replacing every single one of these belts with fast inserters. As you can tell, this is why I'm saying that this is going to be... This is why this is going to be max compression compatibility. I use compression a lot. I use the word compression a lot, don't I? Okay, I've got engines. What is this running for? This is running for circuits. Well, then you should be taking in those circuits. Now I need steel plates. Now, steel plates are not fun to get to. Oh my god. So, where should this be going? Can you stretch to you? It can if I take out that electric pole. Nice. Also, notice how this is like now encapsulated in fast belts. Okay, now this means I can move this over one, and yet again, another day where I have an odd number of belts. Another day, another belt, right? And I just realized we got problems. We got problems indeed. Which is actually going to be easily solvable. You can actually do, this is what we call as belt, this is what people who play Factorio called belts in encoding. So since the red belts will never match with an underground, will never match with a yellow belt, then we can take this red belt and run it against or with a yellow belt. This is actually called belt threading, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's what it's called. But that means that it's telling... It's basically saying that it's like, hey, yellow belt, I'm not going to connect with you because I'm looking for a red belt. Karate dating at its finest. That was just something that I just thought up. That you see, I wouldn't be able to do this with another yellow belt because then it would try to connect with this one. I just realized that's like a 2D model. That's a 2D model that's being flailed around. It's basically like if I drew something on a piece of paper and then held it up in front of my camera and then just started waving it around and it made sense. That's what that looks like. More wasteful belt placement. More wasteful belt placement because the regular belt placement wasn't enough. DWDS, DWDS, DWDS. That's a... Doing that, I'm pressing this as fast as I can, which is looks crazy. What's crazier is the fact that I'm playing this on a laptop and it's running just fine. As I play some other complicated games like this, aka Oxygen Not Included. Yes, I play that, but I play that with... you know, you can send belts everywhere on this game. That's me with pipes and conveyors. Pipes, conveyors, and vents on Oxygen Not Included. Which is... They just unlocked loaders, and I was like, oh my god, this is Factorio being brought to Oxygen Not Included. So you can place down a sucker, like literally, like it sucks things from a certain area, and it's a vertical like this is a horizontal 2D game. There's a vertical 2D game, but it has 14 different layers to the game. Huh, that's a long way to reach. And this is such a good game. This is why buses in this game are so good, because you can just take it from the center and just underground belt the whole conveyor all the way to the edge, and you have nothing to worry about. I need more conveyors. But it's like you basically took, say this electric pole is, and we are running out of electricity. Is a sucker? It'll take from the like a 7x7 area around it, and then it'll put it onto into your conveyor, and then it'll run off somewhere, and then it'll be unloaded by another one into a chest. Basically, like how we have storage, how we have storage chests. I think uh, logistic. Do not click. Really? Really? It doesn't allow you to search up logistic robots? Oh, it does. It does. Sort of how we have storage chests here. You know what? Let's automate shotgun shells. Iron plate and copper plate? Sure thing. Let's just do this. Look at how slow that's going. It's magnificent. It's absolutely magnificent. This is what lag does to this game. It's amazing. Before this whole thing goes underground, like before this whole factory goes down, I'm probably gonna need I'm gonna need to place down some more. Huh, that's about the most efficient way to place that, huh? That's interesting. That's the only place I can place it. I was thinking, like, what if I need to expand my military? Okay, there's copper coming in here. There's iron coming in here. Dang it. That's what went through my mind. Well, at least more belts are making more. Look at this. Is my iron really not that much? What's funny is this is a reduced power base, and it's still using up too much iron. It's making 232 iron per minute, and it's not enough for this base. Oh, that would be because it's also sucking up gears. Well, then let's put a priority on this to go to the right. And then let's put a priority on this, that it's going to go to the left. Because iron, we need iron. Wait, why is there iron on only one side of this belt? Oh, that's why. For this little problem to be solved, I am actually going to place iron on both sides of this belt. So that way this does not mix up. And we are, what time during the recording? Oh, we are at an hour already. And I have 30 minutes to upload this. So this episode will be about 35 minutes late. I am sorry about this. Honestly, I overslept. But, so, next episode we will get our iron under, well, actually, next episode I will have increased my iron production. Yes, that's right, I'm going to do some off-camera work. And I'm going to see if I can do some little tweaks to this to make sure it's fixed. Oh hey, check that out. Look what we finally got. We got our iron fixed. Okay, and also this is going to go. This is just going to go. There's no other thing to say other than that is going to go. I like the way all the stuff is like this over here. And it's like, oh, I need to place a telephone pole between each of these. Yes, that's a telephone pole. That is an electric pole. Well, things like this happen. Episodes are late. No, nobody is perfect. So I am going to go and probably try to catch up with some sleep. I don't know. Whenever the next episode starts, I'm not making any plans. I might just play on this for like 30 minutes or so, make sure I have enough iron running to this. And I might even... Actually, I will do this. I'm going to make a separate little iron plant to run all of these. I'll try to do that. Well, anyways, have a great day. Check out my Patreon in the description, and Mice-stro